If you're about to watch Lost for the first time, let me start by saying you're in for an unforgettable ride. The show, which aired from 2004 to 2010, has found new life on streaming platforms like Netflix and Hulu. Even 15 years after the finale, Lost continues to draw in new viewers with its gripping mystery box storytelling, jaw-dropping cliffhangers, and one of the most unpredictable plots in TV history. But before you hit play, there's one very important thing you need to avoid, something that could absolutely ruin your experience. It might sound innocent at first, but if you fall into this trap, you'll regret it. The big mistake? Looking up Lost theories while you're watching the show for the first time. Now I get it. When you're watching something as complex, mysterious, and packed with twists as Lost, you're going to have questions. Tons of them. You'll wonder what's really going on with the island, who the others are, what's up with the Dharma Initiative, and of course, what the heck is in that hatch. The temptation to Google your questions or dive into Reddit threads is going to be strong, really strong. But trust me on this, do not do it. You may think you're just going to skim a theory or two, maybe satisfy your curiosity a little, but what you're really doing is setting yourself up for spoilers that will absolutely rob you of some of the best moments in the show. Here's the thing, Lost is a series that was designed to be experienced slowly and with suspense. The entire structure of the show is built around creating tension, feeding you little clues, and rewarding your patience with shocking revelations. When you go looking for fan theories online, you're basically throwing all that careful storytelling out the window. Even if a theory doesn't directly spoil a plot twist, it will influence the way you think about upcoming events and characters. You won't be watching Lost with a fresh mind anymore, you'll be watching it while carrying someone else's interpretation or prediction, and that takes away from the magic. And don't assume you can just search theories from Season 1 only, or spoiler-free Lost discussion. That never works out. Most theory pages online, even the well-meaning ones, include subtle spoilers without realizing it. People will reference things that happened in Season 5 or 6 while discussing early episodes. They'll include screenshots, character fates, or casual mentions of events that you haven't reached yet. The story is so interconnected that you can't isolate one mystery without bumping into another. Once you know too much, you'll start seeing clues and aha moments, before the show actually delivers them, and that ruins everything. Some fans might think it's safe to only look at archived theories from the time when the show originally aired, like forum posts from 2005 or old blog entries that existed before the finale aired. And yes, those types of theories are less likely to spoil big moments because they were written before all the answers were known. But even then, it's risky. First off, these archived theories are hard to find without accidentally stumbling onto newer, spoiler-filled discussions. Plus, even back then, people were guessing endings and making predictions that might now give you unintentional hints. There's another big problem with diving into fan theories too early. A lot of them revolve around the controversial series finale. Whether you end up loving or hating the ending, the finale changes how you see much of what came before. It's the kind of ending that makes you rethink earlier seasons, reframe certain characters, and reinterpret long-running mysteries. Because of that, many fan theories, especially the popular ones, use information from the finale to try and explain the rest of the series. So if you stumble upon these theories before you've even finished the show, you'll not only risk spoiling the end, but you might also fall into common misconceptions about what really happened. Yes, there are a lot of misunderstandings out there about the final episode and what it meant, and reading someone's misinterpretation could skew your entire perspective. Ironically, the same thing that makes Lost so binge-worthy is also what makes this mistake so easy to fall into. Because the series is filled with cliffhangers and cryptic dialogue, every episode leaves you dying for answers. And now that we live in a world where information is always just a few taps away, it's natural to want immediate explanations. But Lost isn't just another show, it's a slow burn experience. It's supposed to leave you confused, curious, and full of questions. That's the point. Every reveal is carefully placed to reward your patience, not your Googling skills. Of course, this doesn't mean theories aren't valuable. In fact, One of the reasons Lost became such a cultural phenomenon was because of the theories. Back in the day, fans would gather on forums after every episode, dissecting every scene and exchanging wild ideas. It was part of the show's identity and legacy. That community-driven speculation made each episode feel like an event, and the mystery of the island became something fans actively participated in. But that was different. Those viewers were watching the show live, week by week, not all at once. They were making theories based on limited information, not with the full picture already out there. That experience can't be replicated now, not in the same way. Watching Lost today is a different experience. You can binge all 6 seasons in a matter of weeks if you want. You can go from crash landing on the island to seeing the final resolution without waiting 6 years. That's great in some ways, but it also means you miss out on that slow, communal build-up of suspense. If you want to preserve some of that magic, the best thing you can do is go in blind and stay off the theory threads. You'll thank yourself later when you're watching a jaw-dropping reveal and realizing you didn't see it coming at all. Let the show surprise you. Let yourself question everything without needing an immediate answer. Let the mysteries pile up until the show decides to explain them, or sometimes not explain them at all. That's the beauty of Lost. It's not a puzzle you're supposed to solve ahead of time. It's a journey. A wild, frustrating, thrilling journey that will leave you emotional, confused, satisfied, and maybe even a little bit haunted. But you won't feel any of that if you let spoilers get in the way. There will never be another show quite like Lost. It was a once-in-a-generation TV event. Its mix of supernatural, philosophical, and deeply personal storytelling captivated millions of viewers, and its legacy can still be seen in shows like The Leftovers, Manifest, and From. But even those shows haven't quite matched the unique blend of mystery and emotional depth that made Lost so iconic. Theories will always be a big part of the show's identity, but they're best left for after you've seen it all. Then, and only then, should you dive into the theories, the breakdowns, the alternate endings, and the "what really happened" YouTube essays. Until that final credits roll, do yourself a favor and let Lost speak for itself. So if you're about to start Lost for the very first time, remember this one golden rule: don't look up theories. Not even one. Avoid Reddit, stay off fan wikis, and don't click on that video with a title like "What the Smoke Monster Really Was." Just sit back, press play, and let the island do its thing. Because some mysteries are better when you discover them on your own, and Lost is the ultimate mystery.